According to the famous English writer Charles Dickens, there's nothing in the world so irresistibly contagious as laughter and good humor. Jamaica's Queen of Poetry was one of those who mastered the art of laughter, and in that uniquely Jamaican way, often take bad things make joke. But more than that.
Louise Bennett was a profoundly influential figure in the development of Jamaican self-confidence.
Later in the show, we tell you about a new development to preserve her legacy, while adding to the research catalogue for studies on the evolution of Jamaican literature. There's more to be found within the pages of this Tuesday's magazine, and it all unfolds right now. I'm Theodore Henry. Welcome.
All the people them with a Zig V, hold up your hand. Zig V in the Caribbean territory, but we now want that virus take set pan we. So make sure send no stagnant water inside and mash up all my state or breed inside. More hole in the tin them where you dash way and change the water in your vase every day. No litter, dispose of your garbage proper. You know them the thing that we turn drain blacker. Tour your community and tour your yard for suppress mosquito. We have figure hard dash we all tire turn over drum pan for prevention is the greatest weapon. And special shout out to pregnant ladies. Protect yourselves and protect your babies. Draw for your zapper and your mosquito spray. If we do all that we can to keep them away. How we now was in vain.
Good day, I'm Lorraine Mendez and this is your JIS News for Tuesday, November 1. Prime Minister Andrew Holness has announced a 9-member enterprise team that will oversee the divestment of the Riverton landfill. The team is chaired by Littleton Shirley, with Dr. Milton Clark serving as deputy chair. Other members include representatives from NEPA, the NSWMA, the Ministries of Finance and Science and Technology, as well as the Development Bank of Jamaica. Mr. Holness says the enterprise team will also manage the process of establishing a waste-to-energy system and the contracting out of solid waste collection and management on the island. The Prime Minister says the team forms part of government's drive to transform the public sector to concentrate on its role as a regulator, legislator and policymaker. As a result, Riverton's current operator, the National Solid Waste Management Authority, will focus its efforts on preserving the environment, increasing public awareness, and using technology to generate wealth.
This process doesn't mean that the jobs that are involved in the waste collection and waste management, that will be affected. In fact, what is likely to happen is that you will now create a more organized industry. You would be creating more employment around waste, solid waste collection and waste management. So in effect, this move will be better for everybody.
So far, 30 companies have expressed interest to either bid on the waste-to-energy program or to collect solid waste or both. Prime Minister Holness, meanwhile, announced that the World Bank has agreed to sponsor a feasibility study that will help develop a policy and give government a comprehensive idea of the amount, type and capacity of waste to generate energy. The study, which will also support the work of the enterprise team, will start in November and last for 4 months.
Ultimately, this project will ensure that solid waste is not the end of the consumption cycle, but rather it becomes an input into another cycle of production, which gives solid waste some value. So then, because it would now have economic value, how people treat with it might be different.
The Prime Minister was addressing a press conference on Monday. Still on waste management, the local government ministry will be undertaking a number of initiatives to promote proper garbage disposal on the island. Minister Desmond McKenzie says that will include a comprehensive public education campaign and the initiation of town hall meetings across the country. A cabinet submission is also to be made for an increase in fines for improper garbage disposal in public spaces.
We will try our best to respond in a very positive way, in a meaningful way, to the various concerns, but we need the buy-in of the country as we try to deal with this problem.
Minister McKenzie says 17 garbage trucks are to be added to the collection system by the end of February next year. Plans are also in place to contract 41 private trucks to assist with garbage collection across the island. In other news, Prime Minister Andrew Holness says government intends to make land ownership easier by simplifying the subdivision application process. Subdivision is the process of dividing a parcel of land into a number of lots and obtaining individual titles. Concerns have been raised that the approval process is made more challenging by the need to have the application reviewed by a number of agencies.
The government is seized of the issues at hand, and they are not simple issues. They are not simple issues, but we will move with speed and alacrity.
Prime Minister Holness was speaking on Friday at the 88th Annual Dinner and Awards of the Land Surveyors Association of Jamaica. On Thursday, Mr. Holness signed off on a cabinet submission to consolidate the approvals process. Positive is how Tourism Minister Edmund Bartlett is describing the outlook for the winter tourist season. Though the official figures have not been received, Mr. Bartlett says bookings for the season, which starts mid-December, are strong. More than 1.5 million visitors came to the island during the last winter tourist season.
I can just whet your appetite by saying that this winter is going to be a record arrival for visitors in Jamaica.
Mr. Bartlett was speaking at the recent launch of the Tourism Outlook Seminar. The 2016 seminar will be held from December 6 to 8 at the Montego Bay Convention Center in St. James. Several local, regional, and international tourism stakeholders will gather at the seminar to share ideas, examine best practices, and discuss strategies for advancing Caribbean tourism. And finally, the National Security Ministry is inviting persons living and working in New Kingston to a town hall meeting. The meeting is slated for 6 p.m. this Thursday, November 3 at the Somerset Suite, Courtly Hotel on Knutsford Boulevard. And that's it for JIS News Today. I'm Lorraine Mendez. Thank you for watching.
Keep we island clean, so clean. From the peaks to the beach, so clean. No dirty up Jamaica, please don't do it. Keep we island clean, so clean. From the peaks to the beach, so clean. No dirty up Jamaica, please don't do it.
No dash no paper, no dash no plastic. Dispose your garbage responsibly. No know how to recycle, learn it quick. And if you drop it, better pick up every piece of it. Plastics last forever, don't forget the bits. Cause when them touch the street, them end up in the sea. Collect pan the reef where they fish them feed. And when you want seafood, I eat your
Keep
eat.
the island clean, so clean. From the peaks to the beach, so clean. No dirty up Jamaica, please don't do it. No dirty up Jamaica. No dirty up Jamaica. No dirty up Jamaica. No dirty up Jamaica.
See Marcia husband there, him a one of the biggest juggies.
Wait, somebody a scream.
Lord, them a bun down price to work and never pay the extortion money.
Who them man there? How would them a do with Jackie little daughter?
It's serious times. Speak up for justice and keep your eyes open. When you hear about any crime, report it. Silence brings violence.
A message from the Ministry of National Security.
More than 1,000 young farmers are being trained to tap into the lucrative nutraceutical industry. We examine why that's good for entrepreneurship, farming, and Jamaica's economic prosperity next.
Let me congratulate the graduating class.
It's a $250 billion global industry, and Jamaica wants in a big way. So more than 1,000 young farmers are being trained to tap into the lucrative nutraceutical industry. The Young Nutraceutical Farmers Training Course is being delivered by the National Commission on Science and Technology in partnership with the Jamaica 4-H Clubs and the Scientific Research Council. 53 farmers from across the island have already been trained under the 3-year program. They were engaged in a 2-week intensive entrepreneurial training course that covered nutraceutical plant establishment and processing, basic bio-based laboratory skills, and good agricultural practices.
We are not training only farmers. We are training and we will continue to train entrepreneurs. Persons will be able to transform and improve on traditional agricultural practices to drive commerce, support industry, and strengthen the economy.
Minister of Industry, Commerce and Agriculture Carl Samuda has assured those who've already graduated that they have the ministry's full support as they use their new skills to earn for their families and the country.
I have pledged this throughout the length and breadth of Jamaica. My ministry, which is a combination of business and agriculture, and agribusiness especially, will play its part to facilitate you in every way possible. There can be no problem too great. There can be no activity in which I am engaged that is so pressing that I will not find time to deal with young people who want advice or assistance, especially in the field of agriculture, especially when it is combined with entrepreneurial activities.
The aim of the Young Nutraceutical Farmers Training Course is to build the capacity in different areas of the nutraceutical sector in order to promote the sustainable development of a national industry, one that will create foreign exchange revenue for the farmers and the country.
When one looks at the size of the market that it occupies, there is scope for expansion beyond our wildest dreams. Agriculture offers one of the great opportunities to earn foreign exchange, to make our contribution to the creation of wealth and prosperity for this country.
And from the training, these farmers are now equipped to take the lead, growing and processing nutraceutical plants into viable products while incorporating good agricultural and manufacturing practices. The farmers will be given further support in the form of stipends for internships and seedlings for planting to encourage entrepreneurship.
The SRC, as of July of this year, will commence the rollout of ginger seedlings to the first batch of trainees. So over the next year, we will be delivering 2,000 ginger seedlings, high quality, clean tissue culture ginger seedlings to the 31 trainees from the first batch. And I'm sure you'll also be incorporated very soon as well.
Our ministry is the Push Start ministry. We are here to ensure that you don't fail. With hard work and application, you can make it. Become multimillionaires, become large entrepreneurs, starting first at the MSME level.
There are 160 plants known and declared worldwide as having medicinal properties. Of that number, 86 are endemic to Jamaica, a large selection for the farmers to choose from.
So as you consider the crops that you are going to be engaged in, remember that this is just the starting point. The sky is the limit.
Nutritious food, succulent dishes, superior workmanship, and excellent service. Jamaica is on the go. Let's grow what we eat and eat what we grow. Let's harness the indomitable spirit of our most valued resource, our people. Let's support our local businesses. After all, buying Jamaican means building Jamaica.
Original.
Minister Christopher Tufton told us last week that health authorities have stocked up on sufficient influenza vaccines as we head further into the flu season. But did you know that a vitamin found in fruits and other foods can arm your body's own immune system to fight off the flu and other viruses?
Vitamins are substances that are found in foods we eat, Our body needs them to work properly. Each vitamin has a special role to play. For example, vitamin D in milk helps us develop strong bones and teeth. Vitamin A in carrots helps us to see at night. Vitamin C in oranges helps our bodies to heal from a cut. And B vitamins in leafy green vegetables help our bodies make protein and energy. There are two categories of vitamins: fat-soluble and water-soluble. Fat-soluble vitamins are the ones called A, D, E, and K.
When we eat foods that contain fat-soluble vitamins, the essential nutrients are stored in the fatty tissues of our bodies and our livers until our bodies need them.
The water-soluble vitamins are C and B complex. These cannot be stored in our bodies and will dissolve in water before our bodies can absorb them. Any vitamin C or B that our bodies do not use pass through our systems, mostly when we urinate. So they need to be replaced regularly to ensure a fresh supply every day.
But let's break it down and take a look at one of these vitamins: C.
Vitamin C is often referred to as the cold-fighting vitamin. It is also known as a wonder worker because it plays an important role in building and maintaining our tissues. Doctors say it can enhance the function of the immune system and plays a role in the formation of important enzymes in the body. Vitamin C is important because it protects the body from skin diseases, respiratory infections, and cardiovascular problems. Vitamin C is found in citrus and other fruits such as oranges, limes, lemons, tangerines, grapefruit, papaya, strawberries, melons, and cantaloupes. It can also be found in vegetables like tomatoes, broccoli, green and red bell peppers, potatoes, peas, raw lettuce, and cabbage. Vitamin C is also good for preserving the body from aches, pains, and heart disease. If we do not have enough vitamin C in our systems, it could lead to health complications. Diseases or ailments may include gum bleeding, skin discoloration, lack of energy, tooth decay, poor wound healing, easy bruising, loss of appetite, and pain in the joints. According to medical experts, there are certain groups of persons who can easily use up ascorbic acid, that is vitamin C found in citrus and green vegetables, more rapidly than others. These are alcohol consumers, smokers, diabetics, individuals under stressful conditions or fever, and the elderly. For additional information on vitamin C, consult your doctor or nutritionist. You can also get valuable tips from any government health institution close to you. So be health-wise. Wet hands with water. Apply enough soap to cover all hand surfaces. Rub hands palm to palm. Right palm over left dorsum with interlaced fingers and vice versa. Palm to palm with fingers interlaced. Backs of fingers to opposing palms with fingers interlocked. Rotational rubbing of left thumb clasped in right palm and vice versa. Rotational rubbing backwards and forwards with clasped fingers of right hand in left palm and vice versa. Rinse hands with water. Dry hands thoroughly with a single-use towel. Use towel to turn off faucet. Your hands are now safe.
Did you know regular physical activity controls your weight, reduces your risk of cardiovascular diseases, reduces your risk for type 2 diabetes and metabolic syndrome, reduces your risk of some cancers, strengthens your bones and muscles, and increases your chance of living longer. Get active, get fit, stay healthy.
It's been 10 years since her passing, but in that time, Jamaicans have not lost their love for the lady affectionately known as Miss Lou. And recently, the National Library of Jamaica unveiled a catalogue of her personal papers and other material. It reaffirms her literary and cultural importance and preserves the story for generations to come.
You're just walking up and down like my auntie Rachel said, keep by your mouth, the girl tree. You make your food so Liza, spread out yourself.
I've learned that people will forget what you have said. People will forget what you did. But people will never forget how you made them feel. Miss Lou made us feel happy, proud, to be who we are.
When you're talking to me, talking Jamaican. I mean, for second, you're blind.
I wheel right through the gate, you see, man, and all the call, I wouldn't look. I don't business in a them cascas, for my life is open book. Oh.
On October 20, 2016, 10 years after her death in 2006, Jamaica's queen of social commentary peppered with laughter is again allowing us an unfettered view into her life. Documents she donated to the National Library of Jamaica upon her migration to Toronto, Canada in the latter years of her life have been archived and officially launched for public consumption.
Memories are essential to our humanity. And as human beings, we have an innate need to remember the past.
We must record our stories, and we must preserve and protect our heritage and our history.
With the archives now at the National Library, it will facilitate keeping the memories of Miss Lou alive, and that we do not forget what she did and how she did it.
Louise Bennett was a profoundly influential figure in the development of Jamaican self-confidence.
She taught us to value the creation of our people, to accept our ways of expression, to celebrate our unique Jamaican swag and spirit, and to be confident in who we are. Therefore, Miss Lou will not and cannot be confined to our glorious past. She is still very relevant today.
Thank you.
Through this new resource, Miss Lou Archives, we get a glimpse into the life of this Jamaican cultural icon as we have never ever seen before. The Miss Lou Archives presents the personal collection of unpublished material including photographs, recordings, diaries, letters, and drafts in her own handwriting and other artifacts. It adds to the vast trove of works by Jamaicans and about Jamaica, which is housed here at the National Library of Jamaica.
As of today, persons researching the evolution of Jamaican literature, Jamaican language, Jamaican theatre, folklore, and the life of the Honorable Louise Bennett Coverley herself will not have done thorough enough research unless they consult these archives.
So much was donated that the newly unveiled catalogue represents only about 80% of what is available. Much more is still to be catalogued from the personal papers of Miss Lou's husband, Eric Coverley, who was himself a theatre legend.
Today, not only are we celebrating Miss Lou, but we are celebrating Eric Coverley. We have to recognize the part that he has played. He also was an extremely creative individual.
The Miss Lou and Eric Coverley Archives is located in the Special Collections Department of the National Library. The collection is organized into 10 main series, which are further divided into other sub-series.
you will be able to access it online. However, to view the documents, you will need to come to the National Library of Jamaica. Clients can consult the archive, you can make notes, but when you must acknowledge where you got the information from. In order for you to get copies, to use in a publication or any other form of reproduction, you must contact Ms. Lou's estate.
Ms. Lou was selfless and operated in the premise that she would not hide her talent under a bushel, but to share it not only with her fellow Jamaicans, but persons all over the world.
She was Jamaica. We didn't think she would be going anywhere. As a matter of fact, we thought she would be with you forever. And in the form of her papers, she is with us forever.
I wish not for preeminence nor grand prize in a lottery, but power to express my whims and thoughts in poetry.
Accept on madness. Accept on madness. Madness is the successor of hard work. Hard work is hard work. Therefore, if the madness is the successor of hard work, who are the maddest person here?
You're just walking up and down like my auntie Roach say, keep by your mouth, the girl tree. Make you fool, so lies, spread out yourself.
Long time, girl, me never see you. Come let me hold your hand. It is a long time, girl, me never see you. Come let me hold your hand. We'll have jump from sit down country.
It's a new beginning.
New day is dawning. It's time to arise. We are the gene of achievement and pride.
Bold new beginning, time for action. We have the spirit to fight on. This is Jamaica, this is our land. We have our future with God in our plan. We'll play our part building this great nation. This is Jamaica, this is our land.
Let us make every effort to forge unity and resolve to work hard for our prosperity. Leaving our children a legacy of hope, breaking the shackles and smashing the yoke.
This is Jamaica, this is our land.
This is our
we have our future with God in our plan. We'll play our part building this great nation. This is Jamaica, this
Let me hear
is
the
our
children
land.
say.
This is Jamaica, this is our land. We have a future with God in our plan. We'll play our part building this great nation. This is Jamaica. Come on, everybody, let's sing. This is Jamaica, this is our land. We have our future with God in our plan. We'll play our part building this great nation. This is Jamaica, this is our land.
Jamaica, together we can.
This is where we draw the curtains down on Jamaica Magazine today. Another show comes your way on this station, same time tomorrow. Be sure to join us then. In the meantime, we're on our social media. Connect with us. Until next time, I'm Theodore Henry. Thanks for watching.
This has been a production of the Jamaica Information Service, the voice of Jamaica.